Hey, welcome to Koco's Corner. I am the huge one, Dave Koco from Kocosports.com or KOCOsports.net. It takes you to the same place. It's where the world comes to kick ass. Your home for combat sports, and above all, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. This is our weekly Lucha Underground television review. As always, we ask you, what did you think? Win, loss, or tie? Me personally, I love Wednesdays. Wednesdays is the best friggin' night of the week for television, man. It's just, you got NXT, Lucha Underground, Flash, The Arrow. It's just, man. Television on Wednesday nights, give yourself a Barry Horowitz. I am going to go with the win. It wasn't perfect, but it was a win. I think this might have been the weakest show they've had in a while, but that's just my personal opinion because, dude, I hate last man standing matches. I just think they're fucking garbage. It breaks down that, oh, this is fucking real pretty quickly. It was a good last man match standing as the main event, but it's like, someone gives you something, like NATO beans or something like that. And they're like, yeah, it's the best of that. And you're like, yeah, but it's still that. It's still that. I guess for America, we could say grits. People always give you grits. So even though this was great grits, at the end of the day, it was still grits. But overall, I still give it a huge win. Lucha Underground and NXT, just to me, make my Wednesdays, and it's the most enjoyable of pro wrestling, especially when it comes to American television. All right, so let's break this down. But before I break this down, let me plug something new. I've set up a chat room on Kocosports.net, and we're hoping to get all the internet infantry there because I have an evil plan. Step one, build an audience. Bring that audience to the chat. Step two, I don't know what step two is, but step three, we all become billionaires. We can discuss step two when you join our chat. It's a spot.im app that's on Kocosports.net. It's pretty sweet. I know we got audiences and all different platforms, but, we're trying to be our own little Mark Zuckerberg here. A bunch of nerds and stuff, so please check it out. All right, let's break this bad boy down, shall we? We open up the show. We got Castro and Mr. Cisco versus Pimpolina and Mascarita. I'm probably slaughtering these names. I did fail Spanish 1, so I do apologize. Pimpolina is, brave in her sexuality. A woman living in a man's body. And Mascarita, of course, is a little person. Even though I know that's I think that's the technical term you're supposed to use, but I don't know. We'll just call him awesome. So you have this match. It was very entertaining. The live audience was really into it. I don't know. It had its moments. I thought the commentary this week, I threw Vampiro a little bit under the bus. Matt Stryker, I'll never throw you under the bus. Matt Stryker is the best at what he does. But Vampiro and Matt Stryker really had good chemistry this show, and a lot of stuff was really funny. They played off each other, so I really enjoyed it. It wins with Cortez and Castro winning via pinfall, flapjack / code breaker. And the best part is that they put that move on Mascarita, and oh my God, did it look painful. I don't know, it's amazing what little people, women, and they do in this Fed. It's like a real life comic book come to life. It's just really enjoyable. But oh man, did it look painful. Then it leads to Big Rick coming out, smoking a cigar, and I'm not a big fan of Big Rick. But with that said, Lucha Underground is doing a great job protecting him, hiding his weaknesses, so mad props to them. He comes out, makes one of the guys hold a cigar, talk shit. His three henchmen, Bale being the other one, just saying, hey, I'll take anyone out to get the title, even you, you, and you. He's running his mouth. The three guys are like, you know what? Had enough of your shit. Started beating the hell out of him. and I enjoyed it because a lot of products the big guy would have won. A lot of the products the three henchmen, or in this case the three guys, they would have just been bitches. But to me, it just adds some realism to it. Even though you're a giant dude, if you're with three fucking, gangbangers, as they described them on Lucha Underground, they're not going to take your shit. And they beat the hell out of him. They had a cool spot with the cigar. And if he doesn't come back with an eye patch like Nick Fury, I'm going to be very upset with Mr. Lucha Underground. That Mr. He better. Big Rick better come back as leading the goddamn Shield. That's what it should happen. But it was really good. And then it goes to a backstage segment where all three of those guys go to meet the owner. And here's the thing. Matt Striker is so good at it. Dude, I am way too old to be watching pro wrestling. Well, who knows? The average demographic of Raw is older than me. But it's great to watch something, enjoy it, and believe. A lot of times people will get made fun of in pro wrestling because you want to believe in a story. And fuck that. Dude, when you go to a magic show, you believe in David Copperfield for those hours. When you go to a movie, I don't know. I just know because I used to be in the military, so everyone's asking me about American Sniper. Haven't seen it yet. But when you go to see American Sniper, okay, that's a bad example because that's a true story. But if you go to see, like, the Fantastic Four or Spider-Man or Avengers, for those 2 hours, you just want to believe. You want to let your problems go. And Matt Striker did a great job telling the story because I felt like a kid again. Matt Striker, just the way he told the story of those three guys going in, I was like, prior to Matt Striker telling the story, I was like, oh, who gives a shit? But whoa, they're going to see the boss? Like, you got sucked in. And that, a lot of people nowadays, they want to be experts and all that. But still, it's enjoyable to be sucked in. It's enjoyable to turn your brain off for an hour and live in the Lucha Underground universe or the WWE universe. And one thing that Lucha Underground does really well, is it takes itself serious. So, like, what Matt Striker is describing them going into the owner's office, you're turning your brain off. You're living in the Lucha Underground universe. And they're not insulting you. There's no fucking Jerry the King Lawler, JBL just being like, you're fucking idiots for watching this. I always described the biggest problem with WWE is their kayfabe problem. No magician goes out there and like I saw David Copperfield in Hawaii. It was one of the most greatest experiences I've ever seen live. One of. I've seen a lot of great live events, but I was like, holy shit, David Copperfield's fucking amazing. Now, I made the mistake of watching him a second night, and I was like, wait a second. I see what's going on here, Mr. Copperfield. But with that said, never like when he fucking does a trick, he's not like, fuck you, the rabbit's under the table, you fucking assholes. Too much American pro wrestling does that. We understand. We know. But fucking, can you at least have enough pride in your goddamn product to do it? And tonight, Lucha Underground did that, telling this story. Then they cut to the movie scene where the boss gives them money, says, oh, F Big Rick, tells a great story. I really enjoyed it. See where it goes. Then you got Cage, which a lot of people are telling me. I didn't know much about Cage. I think I might be friends with him on Facebook, but I don't know much about him. But I'm a muscleist, where if you have a lot of muscles, I just assume you're a piece of shit and can't wrestle. But a lot of people in the internet imagery is like, no, Cage is amazing. He's going to surprise you. So I can't wait. But him and Vampiro put on a pretty decent promo package. Just saying, hey, I'm the best. It seemed like he was repeating a lot of stuff, but at the same time, I enjoyed it. Then you had Pentagon versus Superfly. I just thought this was what Lucha Underground is known for, this type of match. I really did enjoy it. Pentagon Jr. cut a promo at the end, wanting to go against Chavo Guerrero. I like the fact that he did it in Spanish but had subtitles. It just adds to it. New Japan, I love you, New Japan. It's my favorite promotion in the world. But New Japan, I know you're trying to get on Access. You are on Access, and I know you're trying to break into the American market. Please look how Lucha Underground does stuff. They do it very well. They do it very, very well. So I hope that, through Lucha Underground's example, New Japan and other Japanese companies, because I live in Japan, can do that and go and then start heading out towards the North American audience. Pentagon Jr. did win with a package pile driver. It was a I don't know. It was just a great Lucha Underground match. I really enjoyed it, and it just seemed to be the staple of what they do. They're really putting Superfly over and Pentagon over. So the announce team did a really good job tonight. All right, so next you got Sexy Star, which I find to be absolutely beautiful. I love her storyline. I love her in the ring action. I love I just love everything about her. I'm a really big fan of Sexy Star, and she goes against El Maracho Loco, and it was just pretty much a match that Sexy Star had to win, and it just seemed like it had to build Sexy Star back up because Sexy Star, getting blasted with a chair by Chavo, losing to some of the bigger, better men luchadors. I think she needed to do something, and she did. It finishes off with Loco misses a swanton from the top, and Sexy Star rolls him up with a small package to win. So I really enjoyed the match. It was kind of predictable, but at the same time, for Sexy Star, for the story to work, you have to rebuild her up. So I enjoyed it and saw what they did. Now, last luchador standing. I love this match. I love these athletes. I thought it was a decent match. I thought it was a great last man standing. But like I said at the beginning of the show, it's one of my least favorite matches. It just takes you out of the zone. Like, all right, you could kick out at 2 at most matches, but it takes you, I don't know. I just think the last man standing matches are not my favorite. I just don't. But it's King Carino, I'm probably mispronouncing that, versus Drago. Drago is one of my favorite guys. The announce team put it over. They had some crazy spots, some great spots with a table. So really enjoyable match. It ends with a bit of fuck shenanigans. And you know what? This is where a good product, you look past stuff. I remember, like, WWE, I fucking despise Dave Bautista. I like Dave Bautista the person. Dave Bautista the wrestler is a piece of shit. I know that sounds crazy, but Dave Bautista does a lot of stuff with martial arts in Tampa, and he's genuinely a fucking good person. Don't bring your girlfriend around him. But as a wrestler, I fucking hate him. I'll watch all your movies, Dave Bautista, but as soon as you step in the fucking square circle, I fucking hate you. But this is where I'm going with Dave Bautista here. I'm a bit hypocritical because they tied him down, they were choking him, and I was like, you know what? Not bad. And then I thought to myself, when Dave Bautista did this, with duct tape, I was like, I hope you all fucking die and rot in hell. But here's the thing. I think it's like Lost with J.J. Abrams, where, like, if you trust the storytellers, even if it's not something you like, you can go with it. And I think Lucha Underground has earned that for me. I don't know what you think about last man standing matches. I think they're not enjoyable at all. But tying them down, I was like, okay, I can deal with this. But the thing is, I think it's because I trust Lucha Underground and the short time it's been here to not let me down of where the story's going. Where other giant companies, corporations, where they're like, oh, well, we did that, and guess what? I'm not going to look the other way on this fucking shit because it's horrible. So, yeah, I have mixed feelings. I feel a bit hypocritical because if this was Dave Bautista and John Cena, I'd be throwing it under the fucking bus, but it wouldn't have been this good of a match. But still, the tie down, it keeps the feud alive. Vampiro, the announce team did a great job tonight, but they really put over the feud's not over. And I really enjoyed the match, the story, even though it wasn't my cup of tea. And usually this type of finish, I'm going to tell you, I don't know if I'm being hypocritical. Maybe I just love Lucha Underground too much. I think if this was in any other company, I would be shitting on it a lot worse. But I have faith. I have faith in Lucha Underground. Don't let me down. I'm scared. But as of now, everything looks absolutely amazing, so I give it a win. Please, down in the comments, check, put win, loss, or tie. And also on Kocosports.net, our home blog, we got a spot.im chat room, and we're hoping to fill it up with the internet infantry members, so we'd really appreciate that. All right, boop. Brian Baker, thank you, on Google Plus, says he's going to watch. At the Twitters, let's see, boom, boom, boom. Sports fan, as always, favored and retweeted us. Much love. At Market, follow him on Twitter. He's a really good guy. Appreciate it. But at Marcus, Marcus, New York 15. So there you go. And let's see, boop boop on the Facebook. They always gotta ask me which of my children do I like better? The famous, which one is better, the NXT or Lucha Underground? This is tough. This is tough because I love both of them so much. It's like choosing between Flash and the Arrow. They're different, but I still love them. Overall, usually I'll pick Lucha Underground because NXT has this dirty feeling of, oh, it's magical, it's great, but at the end of the day, they're going up to WWE. And that shit's scary. So some NXT guys really get buried. Where Lucha Underground, no, this is it. There is no next level. This is them fucking busting their ass. But so overall, I'd give it to Lucha Underground over NXT. But this week, with Kenta and Prince Devitt, I'd probably give it to NXT. Why you gotta ask me such tough questions? Why? Why? I love them both. Can we agree on Wednesdays it's okay to like the Flash and the Arrow? Too many people argue over that. One is more superhero, one's more dark, and that's okay. It's okay. Same thing with Lucha Underground. Don't ask me such tough questions, Facebook. About to make me cry. And Stetter Jacob on Facebook shared us, so appreciate that. And boom, 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 and live comment. Marcus Rollins says, another thumbs up. Best hour of weekly wrestling on television. So there you go. Lucha Underground. Marcus Rollins, thank you so much. You're the only YouTube commenter that I do see. So for you, I say this show is dedicated to you. I'm sorry this show is a bit short. I'm in the middle of editing 2 books, and I have family affairs to deal with. So Marcus Rollins, this show is dedicated to you. Much love, Marcus Rollins. Have I told you about the Kocosports.net chat room? Check it out on Kocosports.net. It's a little circle in the bottom left. It's easy to sign up. You can use any of your social media networks to sign up. We're just trying to get everyone there. And hopefully, step 1, get the internet inventory to our chat. Step 2, we're not sure. Step 3, we become billionaires. Dude, that's a flawless business plan. That is flawless. Oh, no wonder why. Why don't Wall Street's fucking come calling me for their great... Anyway, yeah, it would be awesome if we can get all the internet inventory on Kocosports.net. All right, we did an NXT review earlier today with Rob. We also did a video with my son. It might not be everyone's cup of tea. Me and my son launched our own gaming channel, Fathers vs. Sons, Punk and Cheese. And like, comment, subscribe. And above all, stay a passionate fan and check out Kocosports.net. Did I mention we have a chat room? All right, Lucha Underground, thank you as always for making Wednesday awesome. With that, I am over. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum.